Hey guys, thanks for watching another Jaguars United video film breakdown. We're super excited because today we are breaking down Jaguars' 4th round pick, Josiah Scott. We're looking at what he did in college and how he might translate to the NFL and to the Jags DB room. Before we jump into it, make sure to follow us on Twitter. We are at Jaguars_United, and on Instagram, we are at JaguarsUnited_. You can also check out our website at jagsunited.com for a full list of articles and videos and all sorts of apparel and all sorts of things. So make sure to check all those things out. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so Josiah Scott, like I mentioned, he was drafted in the 4th round, number 137 overall. He came out as a junior, and he was on a pretty good Michigan State team. He played on the outside at Michigan State, so most of the film is going to be him playing as a boundary corner, but he does translate to a nickel corner just because of his size. 5'9", 185 is what ESPN has him listed as. That kind of puts him at a disadvantage in the NFL, but look, a lot of guys do it. A lot of guys can translate to the NFL at that size and can even play the boundary corner if you want, and a lot of his coaches even think he'll translate to a boundary corner once he gets to the NFL. 6 interceptions in his 3 years at Michigan State. He spent 2018 with a meniscus injury. Only played 5 games that season. But in 13 pass defense in 17 games he played in his last 2 seasons at Michigan State. That's pretty good. He had 52 tackles his junior year at Michigan State. That's also really, really good. So you'll see that he's got a lot of things to add to the Jags, and I'm actually a huge fan of Josiah Scott. It's no secret they drafted C.J. Henderson in the 1st round to take over one spot, but I think after a year of playing special teams and kind of coming in and adding some depth, you can see Josiah Scott be the starting nickel corner in 2021 because DJ Hayden's on a pretty massive contract that they're probably going to get off the books next season. So let's jump right into it. In this first game, they're playing against Northwestern, and you're going to see him. He's actually going to be at the – you can't see him at the bottom of your screen here. He's playing the boundary to the bottom. Just a basic empty formation. Northwestern quarterback's going to roll out, and he's going to make a great interception. Now, here's what I like about Josiah Scott is the guy plays like a wide receiver. Like, he has superior, elite pass-catching skills. Now, he only had 6 interceptions, but none of them were these gimme interceptions where he was just standing there and they threw it to him. The dude makes plays on the balls like he's a wide receiver. I love that about him. His ball skills are my favorite thing about him. We're going to see a couple of views here of this interception, and he looks like a wide receiver. I mean, look at him here. He's reading the ball. He got 2 feet in bounds here. That's an NFL catch right there. Great ball skills. I'm really excited about to see what happens with him doing that in the air. I mean, what a catch. What a catch. All right, this next one is going to be against Maryland, and here we're going to see him at the top of the screen. Maryland's going to have trips out to the left here. Josiah Scott's going to be playing the boundary here. Now, you would tell by the way he's kind of turned here that they're probably in some sort of zone. Maybe a soft cover 2, maybe a soft cover 4 even. But he's going to be lined up on the outside here. And here's what I like about this play here. Again, we'll see his ball skills here. Maryland's going to run a pretty poor little bench route here that we'll see in a second. And then Josiah Scott is just going to make a play on the ball, again, like he's a wide receiver. I mean, that translates to the NFL. That ball skills translate to the NFL. I mean, we can look at this catch here. Gets under it, makes a play. I mean, he's really athletic, really plays well for his size. We're going to get to kind of his – I mean, this doesn't really show us a lot about his back pedal and the way that he can – like his mirror skills. He plays really well in short spaces, right? So he's going to fit well in the NFL, I think, in the nickel. But – I mean, look here. Here's your horrible little bench route. I think they probably trip each other right there. They're both on the ground. Now, look, just because both receivers are on the ground doesn't mean this is a gimme play. Look at what Josiah Scott has to do to make a play on the ball. Get over the receiver and make a play on the ball. Amazing ball skills, man. It's great. And in the NFL, again, that translates. This next play against Rutgers, we're going to see his kind of his headiness, his ability to kind of understand what's going on, to read and react. And not get caught up in what's going on in front of him. You know, they call it the window dressing, right? He's going to be lined up on the edge here. Again, some sort of zone, probably cover 2, maybe right out here, kind of the way he's turned in. So Rutgers is going to run a little trick play here, right? They're going to run a little halfback pass here. The entire team is running with this ball. I mean, they've tricked the entire Michigan State team besides one player. And he's quick to recognize it. I mean, look where his eyes are. He's looking at the play. He sees the toss. Now, In the NFL, we see defensive backs get over aggressive all the time, and he's able to, although he's looking at the backfield, spot this guy running a post route or corner route. I'm sorry. Josiah Scott's going to undercut it, intercept it. Look, that's being aware of your surroundings. That's knowing what's going on. It doesn't matter if Rutgers is running the trick play or the Saints are running the trick play. Your ability to kind of keep your eyes up and to see what's going on will allow you to play well at the next level. Now, this is going to be a terrible throw. We're going to see a backward view here from the end zone of the throw, and I think it's a jump throw from the running back, which I wouldn't recommend doing. But look, still, great play, great catch, smart football player, and that's what you want to see. Okay, this is the last interception we're going to see here. And again, this just shows his ability to mirror, to match, and to play underneath post routes and things like that. So here he's going to be lined head up in a pre-snap press position on this wide receiver. This is a big tight end going in motion here for Western Michigan. They're going to put him across the formation. They're going to line up in their 11 personnel. Actually, that's 11 personnel. He's going to Josiah Scott here. He's going to let him release on the inside, which I'm okay with. Right. So obviously his inside guys are playing kind of buzzing the flats here, so he knows he's going to have responsibility to the boundary and things like that. He's got help on the inside from the free safety, so I'm okay with him letting him release here on the inside. But look how he makes a play on the ball. I mean, that's a great play on the ball. I mean, he has his hips, they swivel really well, and he's able to flip his hips really well, and he's able to let the inside release go and then get on the inside of the pass here. We're going to see it again. Great play on the ball. Again, great ball skills. But again, look at it from this view. Doesn't do much with his hands there in the press, but that's what people do that kind of rely on their quick feet, and which Josiah Scott does. Gets on the inside of the ball. I mean, I guess I would like to see him use his hands a little bit there, but that's not who he is. I mean, he's a guy who can beat you with his quick feet and with his feet getting to space and closing the gaps on the receiver. All right, so a big knock on Josiah Scott. I was reading his draft profile breakdowns. Everybody's like, the biggest knock is going to be his tackling. He's not going to be able to tackle the next level. And I went through almost 2 seasons of his film and didn't see one time where tackling would have been an issue. If anything, tackling and his aggressiveness is one of the things that I think is one of his strong points here. So we're going to see here. Let's find him in pre-snap if we can. Okay, he's going to be lined up here at the bottom of the screen. We just barely caught this play. I don't know if you can see it on there. You can't really see it, but he's there. He's lined up in his press position. Looks like he's head up there. Again, allowing an inside release. He's going to go for a little crackback block. Hopefully he was communicating to his guy there that a block was coming, although it was pretty soft. He's going to get the ball out to the flat here. And look, Josiah Scott's going to defeat a block from a lineman, go around him, and make a tackle off balance. Does this look like someone who can't tackle to you? Beats the tackle to the space, gets up the field, and does a great cut tackle on a good running back. And then we're going to see in this same game, he shows another great play here. Josiah Scott, again, he's going to be lined up. He likes this press position. He likes to be, it looks like he's lined up on his outside shoulder, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but hey, do your thing. He's out there. I like this. See, I don't know how much of a threat he is for the punch press here, an offhand jam, whatever he's going to do, but he flips his hips at the snap and is able to get into his read steps. He's able to see what's happening, makes a break up on the ball. The ball carrier gets outside, grabs his. Look, when you're 5'9", 185, you tackle him any way you can. And if you got to grab a foot and spin, let's do it. Great play, great tackle, good job. Again, that's what I like to see. Nothing about his film ever once showed me that he can't tackle. All right, let's see another one here since this is the knock. Like this play, this is against Oregon. He's going to be lined up here again in his favorite little pre-snap position. I mean, he doesn't look 5'9", 170 on film. He looks good. He's there. He's going to be, again, in a little head-up position here. He's going to – lucky this receiver. I mean, he was on his toes here. He wasn't backpedaling. He knew his assignment. He's ready to go right here. Reads the pass out of the backfield, blows up the play. I mean, again, nothing in his film makes me believe he has any issues tackling. And if he can show that in the NFL, then I think he could actually translate to a boundary corner because he does all the things you want a boundary corner to do. Now, didn't see a lot of aggressiveness at the snap of the line of scrimmage in his press, but that's not really his game. He doesn't have to do that. You've seen the way that he can play the ball in the air. and the way he can get his eyes on the ball and read the play, that's someone who can translate to a boundary corner in the NFL. Now, I like Trey Herndon on the Jags. I like C.J. Henderson. I like DJ Hayden. And I think if we add him in, I think this is a nice little squad here of defensive backs. And I think the defensive back room is very, very underrated in Jacksonville. So, for me, solid pick. I think if Josiah Scott would have stayed one more year in college, he probably would have been a second-round pick, potentially higher. But he came out as a junior, and the Jags were able to snap him up in the 4th round. The 2018 meniscus injury didn't help his draft stock, so there's a chance that we got a steal here in this pick. So pumped about Josiah Scott. Great job, Dave Caldwell. Way to go. DB room looking good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to follow our Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Check out the website. We got new content coming all the time. We got some good stuff. We got some great writers over there at jagsunited.com, so check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, go Jags.